Good evening, this is the Dean of All Things Spicy with Conjured Vapors Peppers, and I'm here to do a pepper review. This is a Naga Brain chocolate, and it comes from Linda's Fiery Treats. I'll put the description for Linda's site down in this. I'll put the link for Linda's site down in the description below, and we will use the pepper dissector to get right into it. See what she looks like on the inside. So I hope everybody's had a very Merry Christmas. It's not over yet. If you haven't told someone you love them yet, if you haven't given somebody a great big hug, is it Merry Christmas or whatever it is they celebrate, you should probably do that for the end of the day. That's what the inside looks like. Dive right in and see what she tastes like. It's an interesting pod. So, when I first bit into it, I could have swore it was going to be floral. It was not. It was that instantaneous, just like a tap of floral, and then just earthy all the way through the rest of the pod. So long as you like earthy pods, this was delicious. My kind of pepper. Absolutely, hands down, all day long. Just an absolutely yummy pepper. Maybe there was a slight bitter note on the very back end. The burn is mostly middle of my tongue. Can't tell you where the heat lies yet, unless there's not much. This is a good pepper. Okay, there it goes, tickling my throat a little. I was shocked. I could have swore it was going to be hugely floral. It was not. This was a great tasting pepper. So, either this one's quite a slow builder, or it's not very hot. I'm thinking 900,000 on the Scoville heat scale, 800,000 maybe. Just a delicious freaking pod. So today, my family and I had Korean barbecue for lunch, for dinner, whatever you want to call it. And this pod would have been excellent. Absolutely, hands down. If you, depending on what you're having, if you're having a hot pot or Korean barbecue, just with, the beef spare rib on a Korean barbecue grill, yes, this pod would have been absolutely amazing. Okay, so it is building still. The burn is, it's getting to my throat a little more. I'm still not thinking a million yet. I'm thinking 800 to 900,000. It's tasty. It's a great pod. I'm going to grow these this year, so long as I have seeds. I think I have seeds for it. This is a really, really good super hot pod, and it's not very hot. So, if you can handle habanero heat level, you want to go a little higher, do a chocolate hob. You want to go a little higher, try a chocolate Naga Brain. It's still building though. It's not peaked yet. So maybe it's going to hit a million. So the Scoville heat scale doesn't raise and lower like I say it, like I portray it. It's one thing, right? Whatever that thing is, and it's different for every pod, even of the same variety. If you have a Carolina Reaper, 7-pot Primo, chocolate Prima Tally, every single pod on the plant's going to be a different Scoville heat scale level. Alright, so now this chocolate Naga brain's really getting back in my throat. Really interesting, like, I'm used to heat levels climbing drastically, but burns climbing? Burns becoming, it was just like a slight tickle in the back of my throat. And then it's just slowly becoming more and more and more intense, right? It's not raging yet, but it's about right here. When raging would be right here, right? So, yeah. You know, again, if you have tried chocolate habaneros and you're good with those, you want something a little hotter, chocolate Naga berry might be a good choice. But I have a feeling that this is a lower end of a chocolate Naga brand, or it's just not peaked. It's not peaked. With how it's starting to really hit my throat, I'm going to say a million, perhaps even 1,000,001. I hate to end this video. I was going to end it, but I hate to end it without knowing because I'd hate to steer you wrong and say it's only 800,000 if it's like 1.2, right? And of course, anytime I say a Scoville heat skill, this is my opinion of what this pepper is, or any pepper for that matter. When Google tells you that a Carolina Reaper averages 1.8 million, no, they really don't. Every single pepper is different. To me, a Reaper averages about 1.3 million. Again, my opinion. So I think the heat's peaked and it's going back down. Burn's still pretty good in the back of my throat. So it's interesting. So most of them hit down here. This one's hit high towards the sinus cavity. Yeah, I'm going to say 1 million even. I haven't sniffed yet, but I have a feeling it's coming. 900,000 to a million, right in there. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the video. It's peaked. It's coming back down. So, thank you all for watching. I hope all of you have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever it is you celebrate, Happy Yule, whatever it is you celebrate. I hope you did it with family and friends. I hope you had a beautiful day. I hope you had a beautiful week, whatever it is. Thank you all for watching. This is the Dean of All Things Spicy with Conjured Vapors Peppers. Merry Christmas all. I'm out.